naturally forfeit their safe lane runes anyway, right? But then you're playing against a Night Stalker, there's no way in hell you get anywhere close to that. But that was a really good illusion deny. Well played.
Oh, almost all three, that would have been sick. Would have liked to double wave. When you're playing Puck against Lina, you want to get level 2 first and then dive with double creep wave under tower. Unfortunately, the whole one is going to be underneath, which means Lina actually gets the level advantage.
That's yours.
And Alex, the creep pulling. You know, they tried to stop this, and the player base responded by saying, okay, we won't pull the first creep wave, we'll only do the second. But at least you get to respond, as LeBron Dota does here with a nice pull into the hard camp. Even the tip.
Also, why didn't he block the hard camp?
That is the question.
Oh
Like every single 4 position, when they do that pull, they run it through the hard camp to specifically ensure that they can't do that.
Missing some HPs on some of these boys here already. LeBron doing the best he can just to be very annoying.
6 health regen, no items, love it.
Nice spear coming out from Mitch. Sure if they get this kill on DNZ. Yeah, it's got the fairy fire here. Slow down over onto Mitch, they'll turn around. Styles has to be careful.
They're really using resources down here.
Gotta be careful with that courier
Don't
too.
lose your courier region.
Has been killed. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
That is not what you want to have happen there. Mar getting body blocked a little bit. It's gonna be fine. Noob not having as comfortable of a lane here as he did before, but also I feel still not, you know, really too concerned about it either. Of course, it's like you guys said, once the level 6 comes out from the Puck.
Yeah, it's that's the big danger with the Lina, because you just die, and we haven't seen him threatened at all. But Puck used to have a pretty easy 1-button slay, and either the Nyx or the Night Stalker pretty much guarantees a kill unless there's a TP rotate. But not really a Rubik Organ. You can throw out a stun, but you're still likely going to die within the coil. The big difficulty though is this Naga Siren, who's just nigh unthreatened. Will they get the body block? No. I don't even know if he can body block properly with just illusions, but he gave it a try. Hitbox on the hero is very small.
Certainly did enough damage. He's going to be out of regen soon, so being pretty effective in that lane.
Spedipix has done a good job all 3 games so far, at least in here. We already see them with a pretty nice edge in the laning phase. Already 1,000 gold and a bit of XP.
Nice impale here in the top lane, but again, they just don't have a whole heck of a lot of damage. You can poke at them, but it's about all you can do.
Yeah, this is Naga Ogre hero. They have about 20 armor and 12 health regen, just naturally in the laning phase. It's pretty much an impenetrable safe lane. And there's also no real counter to this Naga Siren. The illusion hero last picks are so devastating. Depends on the meta. You know, in 2017-18 when OG was dominant was the Terror Blade. The runs at TI recently was all about the PL. Now we see the Naga. And I think we'll see a lot of Naga as this DPC league starts to gain momentum.
Mitch here, bottom lane, taking a lot of damage. Chrysalis should be able to get one more hit off. No, he gets pushed back. He needs just a little bit more Fishman. He gets it. That's going to be first blood.
Nice positioning there to maintain presence on the high ground.
It was also well played too. I noticed around the 4-minute mark, they started to rotate supports to the top rune spot, trying to get a little bit more control, because you know that there's going to be bottles coming out. And that's something I know that we not complained about, but we're kind of like, you know, runes are very important. Looks like they're finally finding the time to be able to try to secure those, or at least deny them from the enemies.
Yeah, like the way it goes, it's kind of a simple formula. If you as a 5 position, if your matchup against the enemy 4, you're superior in a 1-on-1, you challenge him for the power rune, so you follow him through the river and challenge him for that. If you're not superior in the 1-on-1, you just immediately go on the offlaner at about 350, because you know the 4 position is going for the power rune. So.
That should help.
There's the 5-minute runes up and running.
Nice, a really good job as well. Low pleb consistently sending illusions to that top bounty. Very annoying when you're playing a hero like Puck. You'd love to be able to have that free refill just waiting for you, but nothing doing there.
Nice stun over here on the Naga. Again, very tanky, lots of armor.
It's nighttime too. There's just nothing going.
I feel like this top lane is generally kind of boring because it's like they're both high armor heroes that do a lot of physical damage to get kills, you know?
Noob.
So they're just at a stalemate.
You made a rotation bottom, but doesn't look like it's going to be fruitful at all. That's going to give Puck a little bit more time to hit these creeps, maybe hit the tower a bit too.
Catapult wave up. Level 6 on both heroes now. And I expect we will see the Knicks continue to journey towards mid because now it's a very great, it's an excellent time to get a kill on Lina. You know there's no teleport, you've got tower pressure, Glyph is available, and you have catapult.
And she, yeah, like because of that catapult, she kind of has to be there. They don't have a...
And Rune was spawning.
Yep, perfect.
This is 100% a kill if they can land the combo here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ogre was TPing, but cancels out the TP. Alex getting into position. Empty bottle here, double damage, gets popped here, tries to go for the waning rift. Held up, there's a Laguna. This is feeling a little bit scary here for this Puck. Can they finish her off fast enough? Yes, they can. Malorine gonna be able to walk away, bottling up, maybe turn this around, maybe get another kill here, possibly.
Dire's
Alex,
has been
he was a
killed.
beast last game. Did he go 1-1-1 on this Nyx? Because that is the only reason his Puck lives there. The mana burn was clutch to prevent the slave from coming out.
And this dive is real here in the bottom lane. Mitch, he's trying to get away. He manages to throw the spear out. Buys him a little bit more time. Fishman taking so much tower damage. He has to use the fairy fire.
He was dead. Well done.
Sure, Mitch would love to have landed the spear. What you doing here, buddy? I don't think that's the play. I mean, it's the play if you want to give your bones over to the king, but
That man definitely knows there's a ward there now.
yes.
He was like, I can play the side of the lane. Chrysalis just immediately makes a beeline for him. He's like, okay, that's a ward.
I feel like this happened last game too. They're just brawling in the bottom lane. You know, who cares? Who wants to heal? Honestly, it's more efficient. You know, you'd rather die. Get that early respawn.
You're just looking to demoralize each other, you know? Try to tilt them out. Pub mentality
That's what
warfare.
Kyle says in our party EQ games. Oh, it's fine, guys. I needed to reset.
It's wild watching old replays. You just notice how much less space there is in the mid lane. I kind of like it because there was a phase of the game where it felt like a dominant mid player in terms of laning skill, just straight up was winning games. But there's just not enough space anymore mid. So especially in these matchups like Puck versus Lina, you can't really dominate anybody anymore because they're too close to the damn tower. Alex?
This is a dead Alex. They've got
Add
a
in
haste run
Diora
on the
as
Lena.
well.
Nah, he's gonna juke this guy.
He's gonna do this guy.
He didn't juke it. Oh, whoa! Whoa!
Oh, but they find a kill on the
How the
Naga.
hell?
Beautifully done here. Maybe an illusory orb scouting
Yeah, he
out?
scouted him, but I don't know how the hell he got up there. I think he silenced forwards, but then got stuck. That was a
That was a very good kill.
big kill. It's the only hero that can actually deal with the Naga.
Got the Frost Shield over here on the Puck. The follow-up, though. DNZ and LeBron are both here. This is looking like possibly a dead Lich, but he's super fast. Does have some stick charges, so he's going to be absolutely fine. And Chrysalis actually makes his way over to this mid lane as well.
Fishman's gonna have to do a little better with his positioning. The same issue in game one. You can't be in a spot where an ogre is able to stun you on your own low ground there. He should have paid for it with his life, but Noob had spells on cooldown because he was dealing with the Puck. Mitch gonna continue to shove bottom. Really, anybody's game so far. To me, the one big X factor is the impact of Aman on the Night Stalker, because Amar, I keep saying Amar. I don't know what this hero's going to do here. I don't know the item build necessarily. It looks like VKB Rush might be the style, but I've seen Ags. I've seen people going Armlet. You could go Drums. You could go for the Medallion style. I've seen Crimson Guards. Like, you have so many options here. It's also, when does he choose to get aggressive? Because this entire nighttime, he's just been free farming top. That's been his role. He's used it to farm.
Behold! Around.
Makes some plays. Uses the Dream Coil over onto Rubik. Gets stunned up, snapped. Fear, drag right back in. Again, they need one more hit, and that's going to be another kill here for Puck. Puck going to be able to walk away, but unfortunately, Fishman gets left behind. And they managed to get a kill on DNZ's courier as well.
And runes are spawning. He's going to be able to grab it. Or is
This
he?
is not looking great for our Puck friend right now. Gonna blade
Now.
and yeah, just not the right place to be in when the runes are coming up.
Budget ultimate for Alex picked up in the bottom lane.
Dire's top tower
It's actually my
is
middle
under
name,
attack.
Alexander. So I guess that explains why he's made so many good plays. Got a lot in common.
I feel like you just cursed him by saying that. You know that, right?
Alexes are immune to curses. Just ask Alexander the Great.
I'm not sure about that. Especially not with that particular reference.
I mean, he did a...
He had a good run, we'll put it that
Yeah.
way.
We'll see. It's anybody's game. This is deserving of a game 3. You know, both teams playing a little more conservatively. You're already at 11 minutes. No huge moves made. This could be the first as a bunch of Spider Pigs heroes assembled down bottom. 4 players looking to make a move. But, I mean, they were just scouted by the ward they killed. So there's no way you're caught off guard here if you're Creep.
Puck, gonna go with the Dream Coil, open up. Dodges away. Gonna try to take down the Smart. He's all leashed up. They've got the break on him, but over on the back line's Puck. Oh, he's actually still alive. Manages to just juke around a little bit longer. They'll turn it right back around. Get the kill on Hugh. Get the kill on LeBron. And now they're hunting for a god. Where's Mitch? And unfortunately, this Night Stalker is gonna get pinned into a tree. I'm sure he would love to collect that kill. And eventually, you know, Omar, he'll find it. Where is your team, indeed?
That was straight up the
They
same
knew-
play from last game.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
for the like, there's very big
Radiant's
difference
middle
between
tower is
AM and
under
Naga
attack.
Siren. Naga Siren, you know,
Dire's
isn't going to
bottom
actually
tower
be
is
in this
under
team
attack.
fight, and or if he is, he's not going to be useful. Whereas the AM was a hard counter to the Wraith King.
Radiant's
So
top
they
tower
treated that
is
Wraith
under
King like a
attack.
basically kind of like this dead lane hero, where it's like, okay, they don't want to take a team fight into this guy, and if they do, we'll respond well.
Yeah.
It's just the AM was the difference. They
But
killed the Wraith
Radiant's
King
top
100 to
tower
0
It
last
just
time.
blows my mind that they handed that to them. Like, do you kill the ward?
Yeah.
They know you're there, and then you just get coiled on the Mars. Like, they can coil anybody. As to your point, Cap, you can't win this fight if you're Spider Pigs.
Yeah, what is that
You
game
just
plan?
can't.
What if they started the team fight? What does that look like? They kill the Wraith King,
And he respawns.
then the same TP like play is going to be happening. You're still going to get caught by Night Stalker rotating and Puck catching you with coil.
It's just so much cleaner to have this Puck compared to that first game with the Bat Rider. Just making plays just so much more natural. Now the bot's up. Like, I feel so much better with the bots Puck on my team. You can also push waves instead of being forced to spend, say, a Firefly, and then you now couldn't fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is looking great so far for CreepWave. I mean, I know I picked them to win the whole damn thing, so it's nice to see them finding their footing.
I
Radiant's
love
bottom
that you
tower
have
has fallen.
both of these horses in the race, and you can just halfway through the race just hop over to the other horse, you know?
This is most likely, no, with the Lena coming in here. And the Mars, looks like they're gonna back off. This is probably a dead Alex, though.
I've seen what the...
Was Mitch DC?
I look either that or some
Your
brain lag.
top
He was
tower
Spike
is
Therapist.
under attack.
No, definitely, no, he's
No?
not. He didn't use a spell. He just showed up and chilled.
Oh no. I don't know. He had some lag. And heads over to the wall. This is a dead Lich.
Whoa.
Chain Frost off, but again, we've seen so many of these Chain Frosts he just throws out.
Yeah, it's-
Nobody is nearby to like,
You're a Lich.
yeah.
Dire's top
That's-
tower is under attack.
That's it. Like, that's the big concern there. This is, again, a last pick Lich, and it just doesn't feel super effective. Later on in the game, like, it's not bad to limit the physical damage of the Naga, but later in the game, you know, you don't clear those illusions at all. And they start to absorb the Chain Frost for you for free. What is that next item coming up? What was that queued up on the Puck?
I don't know.
Find out later.
We'll have to look at Puck later.
Well, what's your like preferred support? Because like they did, I think they
Witchblade.
Ooh.
I've not even seen a Witchblade. What does that do, Cap?
That does
talking about before?
poison damage based off of your intelligence, basically. It does damage over time when you hit them. I've seen it a few times on Puck. I've tried it myself,
Radiant's
actually.
bottom tower is under
It feels
attack.
really good.
Like it?
Yeah, actually, I think Witchblade and Necronomicon are like kind of items of the patch.
Oh, you gotta give him for the soul.
Oh, nope. Let's get snapped. Oh, look at Alex trying to get into position here to get that stun off, but not gonna be able to do it, so. Song is down, though. They could potentially try to make another play while it's on cooldown.
Oh yeah, I like this. It's a little bit of a switch up from Crystallis. Gotta get to Radiance. Like, you need illusion clear. It cannot be just Puck spells that handle it. And as we discussed, like, neither Nyx nor Nightstalker do a damn thing to illusions. So we'll see what's up. And the BKB rush from Amar is quite cool. I mean, he's just gonna run at the Lena. Like, that's gonna be his strat. So I don't mind it at all.
Arms for the dead.
Bots, BKB. What is it with these bots? I'm gonna start buying bots on every hero too. That seems fun.
Yes, a lot of these mid laners just like being able to rush spots.
That's what I
first,
should have bought on Razor yesterday.
especially if you have any kind of wave clear.
Good old race car razor.
Yeah, I keep buying. I keep queuing up with the stack and buying items you should buy in a pro match, and forgetting that I need to win the game by
Yes.
myself.
And that is Kyle's excuse for losing us the games.
I bought a Yule's Shiva,
He
and then I
bought the
dropped
team
ball.
fight items, but the team didn't
Can't
do
fight.
enough. Meanwhile, I'm like 11, 2, and 20 in the first 20 minutes of the game on Clockwork. But yes,
Why
I'm
was
sure
that,
it was
Cap?
the team that was losing.
I can't talk. I was cannon fodder when we were playing. I did my best, but
You were a grade 5 position, Moxie.
thank you. I did what a 5's supposed to do, is distract them while you guys clean them up.
Yeah, it's doing the distraction.
There it is, a jump forward over here, plus the Laguna Blade.
Hey, Frost.
Frost does not do
got him.
anything! Oh, man.
I feel so. I mean,
Fish man, please.
All I'm gonna say is I think they picked Lich to win the lane, and I think they did do that. Right?
Perhaps, you know, perhaps they picked him because Frost Shield is just very, very nice. But yeah.
you know what else is nice? Receiving a compliment unexpectedly.
That's a really cool dress, Moxie.
Thank you so much. Wow, you're right, Kyle. That does make me feel very nice.
Nice
It's a
and warm
cool
inside.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's foxes, right?
Yeah. Yep. I'm a big fox person, you know? I've even got some fox socks on.
And Kyle,
I like Kyle's hair, personally.
Thank you.
It looks very buoyant.
I think that's just a general adjective.
No, it does. It looks like you've got motion to your
yeah,
hair. That's
I know, I
nice.
agree. I think it's
I love your
very
hair
hairy.
better, though, Cal, you know?
It's very brown.
Right. I'm ignoring you guys.
I'm enjoying
You
the
can't
different
ignore my
patterns that
TriCast.
we're wearing on panel, too.
That's the whole point of it, is that I can just take a chill pill and you guys, you know, carry the torch for a little while.
No, I'm supposed to be the third wheel. You guys are the duo.
What? You're the host. That's the easiest job.
Ooh.
On the panel. Like, you just ask questions. Now you're telling me you get to phone it in as well during the cast?
Dream League made me the host, Kyle, not you. Jealousy doesn't befit you.
Unbelievable. I'm going to have some words with whoever's in charge of the schedule, make some unexplained edits.
Don't worry, everybody. Shiva will be here tomorrow.
Yay!
The real host of Dream League.
The Sheaver Show, as we like to call it.
Yes.
She's the host of the show, in charge of the flow. I'll never forget that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that. Oh,
Yeah,
oh look, our
last
game's
year.
back.
Hell yeah. The mid push continues, but they're circling the river. Do we want to cross? Should we ford it or go downstream to find a bridge? Remember Oregon Trail on
Yes.
MS-DOS? God, that was fun. I always died of dysentery.
I think most people died of dysentery, and they always shot way too much buffalo meat.
Aren't we like that's just not
Radiant's bottom tower is
So
under
many
attack.
buffalo to kill.
It was a mini game. You wanted to kill as many buffalo, but
Yeah.
then you had too much buffalo meat that you couldn't
ironic,
carry.
and our
What do you
ancestors
mean?
made the
He was-
same mistake.
I was too successful.
They make that as a card game too. You can play Oregon Trail as a card game. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I played it. I survived the entire Oregon Trail. I was very proud of myself.
What's weird is that you couldn't just choose to settle. You know, what if you made it to Illinois and you're just like, hey, I like this town. Like, why can't I just stay here? You had to keep going west. It just didn't make much sense to me. Maybe I want to open a general store. Well, I feel like this should be an option.
Dyer's
Well, I think
bottom
you should
tower
make
is
a
under
second
attack.
version of the Oregon Trail and have that as an option, Kyle.
All right. Maybe I will.
I will play it if you do that.
Okay. Speaking of playing, Crystalis, he has got the Radiance up. It's go time. His farming speed should continue to increase. The concern is that Naga, because of the way you itemize on the hero, especially with that Manta Rush, you just farm faster. And you've been farming faster, whereas Crystalis, until he picked up the Relic, he had 0 gold invested in his future.
Which is why they need to take this mid tower.
Yes, they do.
Their timing. Because Naga Siren with that mantle will farm faster than you, but you don't do anything in a team fight. So, very wisely, I think, Spider Pigs are not going to fight a freshly radianced up Wraith King and a nighttime Night Stalker.
With BKB at that.
Yeah, it's like, this fight is not worth it. We are in dodge mode.
I hope they're in dodge mode.
Radiant's
Because it looks
bottom
like
tower
they're
is
running.
under
they're
attack.
about to get pegged if they don't get the hell out of there.
I'd like to see some more vision getting placed up now that the Night Stalker has that BKB, so he can hunt a bit more.
Radiant's
But again,
bottom
he will
tower
need
is under
probably, you know, the
attack.
+1 coming out here with Alex. Would you like to see him going for pickoffs, or would you like to see him more team fighting and then just running at?
Just control the map. You know, they've done a good job. You consider, you know, Mars top, but the rest of the Dire lineup just centered around that mid-tier 2. That's what your aim is. I just want to see them try to eke out more of a resource advantage. They should try to farm one of the enemy triangles where possible.
That Naga
Because
is
they're playing right under vision right now. Both teams have
dangerously
it.
close.
See, you gotta have sentries. They're gonna lose their own ward now. Even though they're controlling the map, the Naga Illusion's actually dealing with vision better than Fishman. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. After you take that mid tower, I feel like that high ground ward
Yeah.
is the number one.
They
like,
placed the ward, but not the
must-have D
sentry.
ward.
You've got to
Yeah.
get the sentry down first. And now
Because like the only way to make your way from mid lane, like the best way is just to cut right, like push in that tower, cut right into the triangle, but you can't do that with Ward.
Man is too far forward, but can they follow it up now? The silence, they
can.
take down Mitch. They're gonna try to go after this Naga, but they're not gonna be able to. The song comes
Oh,
out.
look at the puck in the Knicks.
Oh, they want to catch them. BKB getting picked up for that.
Such a long song.
Look at Marlene is looking for this opening. Silence gets thrown out. That's a double kill now for the puck.
Another Zephyrus.
nice play. You can't take that fight. Fishman, we have, I mean, he had the highest game impact I've seen in any of his Lich's performances so far. And not his fault, the hero, but just stand there, have them go for you, put Frost Shield on yourself, and your team comes in to save you. Like, that's great. That's exactly what you want. That's how they do
Dire's
that.
middle tower is under
Why is
attack.
Cristal so far forward there?
He's just
Cut it?
cutting the wave.
Okay.
Because like once you take this triangle, the easiest way to hold it is to cut creep waves.
Look at the rotations that are coming out right now. DNZ's too early here. Rest of the team following up from behind, though. That's going to be a dead Rubik. We're going to Blade already getting used. They'll follow up with the Arena Fishman. Again, he's going to fall. Salas, though, left over here on his side. They're going to try to take
Got
down this Nyx
defusal.
assassin. They're going to be able to do it. Yes, they'll lose Alex. And up comes Crystallize again with the BKB protecting Noob.
Naga.
Down he goes. Mar just not there at all, and
It's daytime. He's like, team, I have no ult, and it's daytime. I am a vampire. This is not how it works. I cannot assist. It's just getting to your point, Moxie. Yes, why are you cutting the wave? Cap was going to make the point you want to cut both waves and control enemy triangle. However, you need to have your full team to do that.
Yes.
They did not, and this is something. One of the first things I remember learning is just a simple rule was from Fly way back when in the TI5 qualifiers, just discussing how when you have a big lead, just play a triangle and cut 2 waves. You cut 2 waves, you can never fall behind. But the key point was B5. That was rule number 1 of Dota. Hey guys, B5. Don't
Yeah.
be dumb.
And I think I don't blame Amar for his decision of
No.
not being there, because he just had a different idea of like very basic, you know, you don't have your cooldowns, don't fight, right? And they just needed to be on the same page.
Yep.
If Amar's saying we can't take a team fight right now because I don't have my Night Stalker ultimate and it's the daytime, like you got to trust that call.
Yep.
And back up.
Yeah.
It also coincided with the diffusal playtime. Yeah.
I hear an Arena, and I see a very dead Fishman yet again. Sure likes those arenas.
He got the cooldown. He'll be alive before Arena's back up.
Radiant
Who's laughing now? Oh, Alex.
He's getting held in the brink. They're not going to be able to do this. They're coming through.
It didn't work. Wait, how did Night Stalker die?
Oh, the snap, though. The stolen dream coil. Cristal's turning back around. This is looking like a slaughter right now. Oh my goodness, it's a triple kill now for Lil Pleb, and he's looking for more. He's hoping to go after Marlene here. Can he get this? Yep, they pick up the puck, and down he goes.
Nice.
What?
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh,
is
you
under
are
attack.
watching the Meteor Hammer. The Night Stalker was the one being gone on in the
Radiant's
first
middle
place.
tower is
That's
falling.
why they got stunned by a Meteor Hammer, because they were killing Night Stalker in the middle of that.
That looked so good, and then it was just very bad. He didn't even get his BKB off. I'm not quite sure.
He got teleported.
But hang on. Let me see. How does this happen?
He got
There's no arena.
yeah,
Ogre walks up the high ground. Night Stalker sees him.
street up ether lens from smoke.
Amar sees him. He sees the whole team. Lifted. Yeah, just hundreds. Okay. The Aether Lens lift, to your point, just from downtown. That's the whole fight right there. If he just pops Darkness, this is a significantly easier engagement. They should have been able to pick off somebody with that cool stuff from Alex and the triple Meteor Hammer. The BKB Lina is a great choice here.
Really put a monkey wrench in their plans, that's for sure.
I like his itemization a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It really shows his experience with Lina. When that first game against the PA, he literally says all defense items, because all I have to do is survive through the BKB of PA, and then I use all my damage to blow her up. This game, he counters a fast BKB Night Stalker with a fast BKB of his own.
Yep.
Chasing after Low Cloud here, they've got the Dream Coil.
Nice Manta.
Turn it back around, it's nighttime here. Amar has the BKB, he's chasing after the Lina, just like we talked about. He wants to try to take down Noob, but looks like, oh, he's not gonna be able to grab her in time. The BKB coming in clutch here. And they don't end up losing anyone on the side of Spider Pigs. Another stun here. Nice arena coming out from Mitch. He's gonna be able to go and pin that Nyx assassin off to the side. Marzo's cleaning up on the back line. Still taking a lot of damage. Alex also to go down. Meteor Hammer, though, he's still alive. Mitch will fall. As Lowcloud trying to run away here. Does so much damage. It's not quite enough to get the kill, though. 150 hit points. As the rest of the side of CreepWave is just gonna TP out.
They get double Revix on support, so not all bad. And it's similar to the previous game. Spider Pigs there look dominant in that one fight, but this is another game where CreepWave, as it continues, will gain a stronger foothold. The Wraith King, especially with the Radiance Rush, just gets better and better against the Naga Illusions, but more importantly, Night Stalker Puck Ags, Night Stalker Vision Control, especially when you get the higher levels of the ultimate. He's 2 levels away from 18, and suddenly the map control and the vision advantage, Nyx as well, keep in mind. It becomes near impossible for Spider Pigs to get advantages in for initiations because they don't have a hero that can provide vision, with the exception of Naga Illusions.
I agree with a lot of that, except for like the Wraith King versus Naga Siren matchup part, where we're gonna have a Scotty now on this Naga Siren, so illusions are gonna be a lot harder to clear through, and you've got like really good ways to be able to kite the Wraith King and limit his regen from the lifesteal as well.
True. But
I think in many ways this Wraith King's gonna find himself kind of neutered.
it's the Mjolnir though. You get the Mjolnir, and you can even see the Shivas is queued up as well. Plus you'll get the Shard, which he's already picked up. So he's now guaranteed 2 lives, and it to me is just it's more about the vision advantage, because it becomes very difficult for Spider Pigs to utilize those illusions for damage when they're gonna need to be pushing waves and scouting the map for them to be able to stay on map in the first place.
It wasn't a PPD who says, like, whenever he goes for a draft, he always wants to think about how he can get the maximum amount of vision, or at least have one hero that is able to provide that. And in this case, they have quite a few of them. So, like you said, it's going to prove difficult. The only thing I think that's kind of good is eventually Amar's BKB is going to wear down, right? So he needs to make every second count here. He's going to walk right into this Naga Siren. In place, he has to use his BKB as a defensive item, which is not the way he wants to do this. And there's quite a few heroes nearby, so he has to be very, very careful. It's kind of going around in circles, so like, it's gonna be just fine.
I have no idea how against stay airborne. He's got so much mass, doesn't feel like he'd be able to get enough lift from those tiny wings.
It's not really tiny wings.
He's swapping them so slowly.
He's a glider.
Are they necessary?
He's actually lore. He's actually hollow.
What?
Like a bird's bones?
Yeah, like just one big bird
Maybe a
bone.
bird
He's
syndrome?
entirely hollow.
Really? But he's a strength hero. Are you making this up?
Yes, I'm making that up.
I hate you.
How ridiculous that is.
Slacks would never lie to me like that.
That is dead vision. And also a dead Alex. Good pickoffs, making some space, I guess. I'm not sure if Puck was saying, like, let's go on this, and too many people showed up, but...
The one downside of the whole vision thing is great and everything, and also there's another thing. He went for the phase shift attack, which I really like. You will clear these illusions later on with Puck Wraith King. They just need more time. And it looks a little spooky now. Naga's net worth is crazy, but this is just the nature of the hero. You get slotted faster, but you run out of items to buy. Like Naga's next big pickup, probably the Butterfly, that's about peak effectiveness. You don't get much stronger than 4 items, your boots, and your Aegis.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Spider Pigs, they don't have to like end the game on this next timing, but they do have to start submitting like a serious chokehold.
Yeah. I was gonna go Abyssal instead, but yeah, like you'll sell a Wraith Band, you'll get an Abyssal. Technically, you can replace the other one for the Butterfly, but you just You gotta look for next Aegis to be your window to collapse the map and put CreepWave not on their side of the river, but inside their base. They see Aegis fit. Yep, they're gonna make a move.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nighttime in 6. You'd really love to be level 18 before you have to use it, but
He's got the Basher online now too, which is nice.
great positioning. Nighttime.
Radiant
It's the real
are
Naga.
scanning.
They're gonna know. They know for sure.
Doesn't quite manage to land that impale. They'll turn right back around again. They leech up everybody over here onto the side. They'll follow up with that arena, but Amar's just chasing after them. We finally get a really nice chain cross. Alex, though, taking too much damage in this arena. The BKB over. He doesn't care. Low flip. He's not going to survive this. Down he goes, jumping forward, comes in the puck. One more hit, and you don't get a mischance, my friend. On the back lines, they'll lose Mitch, and this is their tower for the taking, and quite possibly a little bit more, because there's no buyback on several of these heroes.
It's a vision advantage. You just caught napping at Spider Pigs. They're sitting on a tower, but they're just completely caught off guard. Those BKB pops.
Dire's
Yeah, I
middle
mean, the
tower
illusions. What
has fallen.
the Nayasar is hitting CreepWaves with his hero
Dire's middle tower is
30
under
minutes into the
attack.
game.
Well, they gotta wait for their creep wave.
Nice try from Alex, though. If he lands that stun, I mean, that fight's just straight up over. But the sick Manta dodge is just very questionable to be caught napping like that. Really like the BKB choice on Crystal as well. That's why they find that kill. I think it just caught him off guard, because all of a sudden, you had both Amar and this Wraith King just smacking him in the face. The coil wasn't even used. He grabbed the two on the side.
He also got the Dream Tier 3
Dire's
item.
middle barracks has fallen.
Cloak of Flames on a
Cloak of
Wraith King
Flames.
against
Yeah.
an Illusion hero.
It's true.
Money to
Big
burn.
prize.
That guy's got a Radiance and a half now.
Well, it's a Radiance. Well, how much? 45. How much is Radiance? 65, right?
Yeah.
So it's 60. It's actually 75% of a Radiance.
Yeah.
So 1.75.
A lot of burning
That's
damage.
50% more damage than you thought it was. As a proportion.
You know, Kyle, it was just a term because people like to refer to Cloak of Flames as the half Radiance,
Well, they're wrong.
because farming-wise, but you're right, they are wrong, but I guess you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that term, Kyle.
Regeneration.
Fast fingers.
Nicely played by Alex. Fishman's just like, thank God it's not me for once.
Yeah, for real. Oh, Mitch.
Oh, gonna walk right into it. Oh, no, it's still going to be a dead Fishman because Alina does show up. Chrysalis, though, is trying to find an opening here. We've got two fights going on at once, so that's going to be the first death of the Wraith King on the back lines. Oh, Noob, he's taking too much damage. They stunned up, though, with that song. Noob should be able to get away. Oh, they almost managed to get it.
was
That would have been so awesome, Alex. Looks like they're going to have to settle for an Ogre Magi.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Buyback on Fishman. Luckily, he does survive. An Abyssal. Holy crap on Amar. That is a hell of a rush. They're just all in. It's just straight up, you know, you said it. Night Stalker's BKB is getting lower, but they don't mind. They know this. They're making plays and itemizing to kill during BKB, whatever the cost.
Yeah, the Puck and Wraith King can deal with Naga Siren Illusions with their combined effort pretty easily. All Night Stalker has to do is make sure Lena doesn't have a game.
Steals the Impale. Sick. It's like a
Radiant's
3.5
turret has
second
been
stun when it's in the hands of a Rubik. Maxed out aura.
Oh, anything you can do, I can do better with Rubik. Well, they know Song's on cooldown. Club's got to be careful here.
Radiant's middle tower
Nice, they've
is
got
under
the Axe
attack.
now on Puck.
Yeah, this is getting real spooky for Spider Pigs. Mars just falls off in this sort of role, especially when you compare it to a Night Stalker. You know, BKB Abyssal plus the massive vision advantage. The Courier Scouting Crystal just run right in there.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Waiting
attack.
patiently, looking for the right opening. Puck's gonna go in. Okay, that was a... Yep. Anyways, though, fight going on. They managed to go in two of them over into the back. Again, they have that Axe. So go use the Laguna Blade over here onto the Puck. Puck's gonna go down. Still managing to hold Noob into place. Stalis, though, looking for some big crits here. Needs to be careful. Goes and pops the BKB, but he's not gonna be able to take down Noob just yet. They'll drag that though over onto Low Pleb, and that's a dead Naga Siren for 70-something seconds. This Roche belongs to CreepWave.
You know what happened to Little Pleb there? He saw Nyx
for the
Assassin, ensnared it, and started running at it. The Nyx assassin turned around, impaled, and meteor hammered.
Dire's top tower is
And that
under
was the
attack.
entirety of Naga Siren's team fight.
Oh,
She got just like all her illusions and her were impaled and then meteor hammered.
Oh my god.
And then the fight's just over.
Well. Wow, yeah. When,
Yeah, look at all
wow.
the damage from Nyx alone.
That is not something you see every day.
You definitely hope that it's someone on your team doing that.
Radiant are
Gonna
scanning.
see any cheeky plays here? Or? I don't think so.
yeah,
They're all backing
yeah.
off now.
Yeah, they don't have the heroes to make cheeky plays.
This game just gets harder, guys. Like you're still in a massive vision disadvantage, and not just that, your damage is disappearing as well. It's
You gotta kill him 3 times now.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah, you're now heading to like plan D, which is hold high ground and get right-click items on Lina. That's your like YOLO late game play.
I mean, he took the
for
damage
Spider
talent
Pig,
earlier,
so
but
it's not gonna feel good.
no. Definitely not.
Behold!
Huck is playing around here in the top.
Dire are scanning.
Be a little bit careful. They've got a smoke going, though. Oh, Alex finding the opening, has the puck nearby. Silence followed up with that arena, but they'll still be able to hold him into place. He still managed to get the kill over onto Alex. He's taking a lot of damage. As 2 fights are going on over here on the side. Crystal's can he finish off Nuke? Yes, he finally manages to do that. BKB coming in handy. They'll use the pull over here onto Mitch. He tries to spider legs himself out. He's not going to be able to. CNZ gets taken down as well. And they're looking, they're hunting for more. Ogre trying to run away here. Omar, though, he wants that kill too badly. He chases them right into the base. And there's still a tier 2 up, guys, so they gotta go back, take that tower. And now they've opened it up so that they can go back in and maybe take a little bit more.
This game only supports down, but still such a brutal advantage. Still an Aegis on the Wraith King. And the Ag's Coil just stops everything Lina wants to do. The downside of the hero is it's squishy. We praise the choice of the early BKB, but now you're just stuck. And Crystallis recognized this and just straight up smacks him in the face until death. And he's forced to go for this defensive Shivas first, which means the damage output isn't really there either. And it's just a troubling game. Now you're pretty much just an item behind on all your cores. Naga's net worth is deceiving because you would much rather have a Wraith King in this spot than a Naga with that same network because of the way the hero functions. Abyssal, sure, but just the damage output's not there.
It costs you absolutely nothing to really, if you're the side of CreepWave, you still have that Aegis on the Wraith King. He's still a force to be reckoned with.
Some time for the CreepWave. 2.5 minutes on the Aegis, so you got time to keep the waves going. It's always annoying to play against a Naga because 1 or 2 of the lanes are going to be handled no problem. But not if you kill all the illusions.
I mean, again, it's
Okay.
they've itemized so well against these illusions that it's just not becoming a factor. And then now you don't have anything.
Yep, and now your waves are going to be just fine. Somebody needs to pull that mid creep wave over. You're going to just push straight into bottom, start hitting tower with the remainder of the Wraith King Aegis. And there's the Mjolnir as well. And Shiva's finished too. That is sick timing. They're ready to go.
Dire's
Alright.
bottom tower has
Here it
fallen.
comes.
Here comes the siege. Bloodlust up that tower. Try to do whatever they can to keep them off, but again, Wraithkin does not mind having everything to use them. He's got so many lives at this point. Amar's, he's hungry. He wants to jump on it. He has that abyss, goes right on it with the BKB too. So he's going to be able to take him down, doing coil over onto the back lines, over onto the 2 supports. It's going to be a 2 kills all at once. The song comes out. What are you going to do though, Naga? Low blood, what are you hoping to get out of this here? All right, Nuke does make his way over, but look at that frost shield. Just absorbs so much of the damage. He's trying to run away. Look at that. There we go.
The chain frost!
The chain frost!
It got him!
And then they turn right back around again and go hit these both. They did buy back on the Naga Siren, but again, what is she going to do? Because look at this. This Wraith King, he does not care. Puck's doing a decent amount of damage as well because he has that tower here. Mar eating up the cheese. He's hungry. He wants this Naga Siren. If they kill her, that's going to be game over. Look, they're going to totally get it. The Meteor Hammer coming in at the last second. Down goes Naga.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
What do you do here, Kyle? Tell me.
Enter, GG, enter. You come back next week a little stronger. CreepWave, strutting in style.
This Puck. Mar gets himself another kill. You have to keep the eyes on the prize, though, guys. I know Amar loves to found dive as
Yeah,
seen
that's
in
why
one
they're
of the
not GG.
formats.
They're like, you know, I've seen some interesting maneuvers in these qualifiers, so maybe we'll see another one of those. But it would take a real miracle or disaster if Spider Pigzs was going to be able to pull this one out. They're just too
They
far
live
behind.
here now. The Aegis does get reclaimed at the very least. But tips coming out against Lil Flap. Oh, the insult to injury. LeBron just jumping around, having a good time. He is a sacrifice to the CreepWave gods. The snap over here, they have their eyes on the Lina. They want to take down Noob. Looks like they want to be able to take down Alex, but that's a double kill now for this Puck. Mitch is trying to get himself back into the level. We know Amar. He wants to go in there. Look at him. He's like, guys, guys.
He did it.
Oh, have a go scepter. The GG does get called, though. There we go. CreepWave.
Yeah, protect the score though, Amar. This is your stats. You know, this is your first professional Valve stage. Keep that KDA as high as possible. You never know when that might pay dividends in the future. Well done to CreepWave, demonstrating you don't need some sort of fancy